Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at stockmarketmentor.com, and it's Monday, March 14th. First, before I get to GW Pharmaceuticals, I want to give you the heads up. I'm going to be hosting an open house question and answer webinar on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Okay, we were going to do it tomorrow, but then there was this thing about primary elections, so thought it probably wouldn't be a good idea. But on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be hosting a 1-hour question and answer session. And my brother Gary will be sending out the link for access. Probably send it out a couple times. But if you have a question, you got a stock, whatever the case may be, anything, send it to Gary at stockmarketmentor.com. Gary at stockmarketmentor.com. That way I'll have the questions and we'll have a pretty good time. It's always fun, so I want you to be there, member or non-member, frankly. Okay, now with GW Pharmaceuticals, this is why I wanted to mention this stock. Okay, this was a massive move here. They reported that they've got a cannabis-based drug that was in phase 3, and it turns out it's effective to treat a severe case of epilepsy. And so the stock just absolutely screams here, up double. Now, in the forum, see, here's the trade. My suggestion is I couldn't buy this stock up here, I'll just tell you, but if you are long this stock, if this is your deal, you've got about a 5 or 6% risk. You would want to set your stop just a little bit below 80 bucks. And that was today's intraday low. If you're going to be long this stock, you set a tight stop. I seriously doubt that the stock is going to fill the gap, but this is a big move, and you could get a little pullback. You might. And so if you're long the stock, you keep a very, very tight stop on this. Now, there was a conversation in the forum. It was, a lot of people, some were long this stock, which was really cool to see. But there were some others that were just trading it, and somebody made a pretty good trade. They got out, and I'm reading you this because I think it's a good lesson in discipline. Somebody else said, hey, so are you going to buy it again? And the answer was, no, I can't bring myself to get back in. Upside has to be limited for today, I would think. I just don't want to give back the trade, but it is an amazing thing. Now, the reason I think that's important for you to hear, really, really think about it. Here's a person who had a great trade on a stock. It's not pulling back, and so, oh my gosh, I'm going to get back in. I'm going to make even more money. And that's the wrong approach. You got the trade, you made your money, move on. You don't get to go relive the glory days by getting back in. And if you're listening to this, and you are, ask yourself how many times you've made the mistake of making a good trade, whether it was a long-term hold or just a short-term swing trade or even a day trade. You made a really good trade, closed out the position, and then you got kind of fixated on the stock and went back into it again, gave back some of your previous profits, hopefully not all of them, but you gave back some of them, you closed the position, and you walked away feeling a little empty. Like, okay, I still made money on the first trade, but dang it, I should have just stayed away. So what I'm telling you on GW Pharmaceuticals, if you made your trade, you've got your trade, that's it. Move on, go home. If for whatever reason you still want to be long this stock, and hey, 120% move, who knows? This can be a $130 stock in the not too distant future. But you keep a stop just below 80 bucks, and then you can make this trade. Again, just full disclosure, it's not my trade, but I see some of you guys and you're real gunslingers. But you can make this trade and keep your loss contained by using a tight stop. But once you're in, once you're out, don't go back in. That party's over. Okay, that's it. And remember, don't forget about our Q&A on Wednesday night. You'll be getting an email from my brother with the link. Send him any questions. You've got Gary at stockmarketmentor.com.